Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. So, usually I try not to cuss, usually I try to keep it family friendly, I try to keep it clean. Just a fair warning, I'm gonna cuss on this one. I'm gonna go full potty mouth. The story that we got today is Howard Stern and the fact that he's calling out the big tennis star Novak. I could be mispronouncing it. Novak Djokovic, which is in Australia right now, and he is refusing to get the vaccine, or has refused to get the vaccine. And now there's this whole big shtick about him because he's one of these popular people that's in sports that's refusing to get the vaccine. And now you have Howard Stern, this, insanely rich, insanely old, decrepit. I mean, just look at this thing. And he says, "Fuck nut tennis star Novak Djokovic should be banned for life over the vax refusal," saying that they should kick him right the fuck out and never let him play tennis again. So when it comes to a guy that wants to have autonomy over what goes into his body, and allegedly has already had COVID, which there's been case studies, there's been many different studies showing that if you've had COVID, and that if you've had it, that you're going to fare the new strains better than people that have been vaccinated. Also, there's higher risk for severe side effects when it comes to getting the vaccine after you've had COVID. But yet we got Hollywood celebrities, and we got these big people that in my opinion don't really add much to the equation. But Mr. Big Shot on the radio, Mr. Millionaire, is over there saying, "Fuck this guy, let's destroy his life. He shouldn't be allowed to play tennis the rest of his life." Fuck Howard Stern. Fuck all these Hollywood celebrities. Fuck them all that that want to destroy your life. These old pieces of shit, even people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, people like Howard Stern, that are literally wanting to sacrifice younger people and destroy everything about them if they don't go along with one possible treatment. Not to mention that there's other treatments to the COVID. There's other ways of going about it that that a lot of doctors haven't looked at, or the media doesn't want to talk about. But there's other treatments. But because the one size fits all answer to them is the vaccine, and the first time ever that we've had the vaccine is the end all be all. But he would rather you sacrifice your life as a young person. He would rather your life get destroyed. He wants you to take all the risk. He's an old piece of shit. He's got nothing. He's lived his life, and he's rich. He's lived his life. What do you think he was doing when he was 30, 40 years old, or in his 20s? He was out partying, probably out doing drugs. I don't know anything about Howard Stern other than the fact that he's a radio show host, and he's done his little TV show. And all I've ever noticed is the fact that it's always some porn star or some chick that's not afraid to masturbate with the vibrating machine comes in. He's so worried about diseases, but yet he's having people come on and perform sexual acts in front of him. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get that. He's so afraid of disease, but he's having girls do that act on his show and in front of him, and in a really weird and demeaning. I mean, talk about a creepy old fuck. This guy telling people, and then he's been talking about it for a while now. Quote from Howard Stern when he did an interview with See It, or he's speaking on his Sirius XM satellite radio show about the recent deaths of several anti-vaxxer radio hosts. Stern said people who won't get vaccinated are idiots and called for vaccinations to be mandatory. Quote, "When are we going to stop putting up with idiots in this country and just say it's mandatory to get vaccinated? Fuck them. Fuck their freedom. I want my freedom to live." That's it. He wants his freedom to because he's at higher risk, even though he's got the vaccine that he apparently works so well. He's got the vaccine, but it's not enough. You got to bend over backwards to make sure his life is as comfortable as possible. Let's look at this little guy. Let's look at him. $20 million Hampton hideaway. $21 million Manhattan mega penthouse. $65 million Florida retreat. This greasy old rich fuck is living life wonderfully. What is he? Is he gotta be in his 70s? He's an old piece of shit that's rich as hell. He's living life comfortably, and he wants to make sure that his last few decades of life at best are with zero risk, and he wants you the teenager, the 20-year-old, the 30-year-old still has their whole life ahead of them, still has their families to raise, that still has their jobs to go out and work. He doesn't give a shit about you. He wants you to lock down and suffer. Not, it doesn't care about the fact that you're barely maybe making means or ends meet as it is, but he wants you to lock down further so he can make sure he lives with no risk, that he can be okay. Fuck this guy. Fuck anyone that says screw your freedom. Fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger that said it. Fuck him. Fuck them all. This is making people pissed off. And when you start taking everything from people, especially the ones, I mean, it's all the ones at the bottom that are suffering the most. When you start taking everything from them and trying to force down, eventually they're going to rise up. They're going to rise up, and when a revolution or anything happens, these people are going to be in the top of the list that are going to be unnecessary for the future. Man, I don't know. Just screw these people. There's my angry rant. There's my cussing. Sorry for all the F words, but that really gets my blood boiling when you got people that just want to destroy others' lives because they don't want a certain medical treatment. That's insane to me. That's insane to me where we're at in this country and where things are going. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm being too emotional. Maybe I'm just a little too far out there, but I don't like it when people say screw your freedom. If you don't like freedom, get out. Get out of the United States. Go somewhere else. Go live in Australia. You go try it out. Go sell your place in Florida because you definitely don't want to be free in Florida. There's way too much freedom for you there, buddy. Screw Howard Stern. Screw all these rich elitists that want to tell you what to do to make, even though they're already living it up and they have everything that life could offer them and they've lived their life and they want to hold you down. It's maddening. That's it. That's my rant over. If you like my stuff, please give me a like, share the video, subscribe, and until next time, y'all have a wonderful evening.